today, the first one coming up all series is our deadlift. This is one of the most simplest movements in the book, but one which most people get wrong, okay? And it goes wrong for a few reasons. First though, Chris is going to demonstrate the perfect deadlift for us. Perfect. Do one more, Chris. Good. Okay, so this lift is where the majority of people will lift the most weight in our gym, okay? And it's the most powerful lift in the book where we take the weight from the floor to the hip. But however, we need to make sure we're doing it the right way. First thing is our setup position. In our setup position, Chris has got the bar nice and close to him, okay? When he's setting up, that bar is almost cutting his feet in half, okay? What we don't really want to see is when Chris pulls right into that bar, okay? We still want to be stepping back from that by an inch or so. His feet are under his hips in this case, but if you wish, you can go around your hips. Your feet do not have to be directly under your hips in this lift. He's going to go down to his grip, and when he grips, he's going to adopt the over and under grip. Okay, now you don't have to do this, you can just do an over grip if you wish, but Chris has gone for the over and under, and his hands are outside of his thighs, so they're not going to get in the way of his knees when he tries to execute this lift. Then he's going to pull himself down into his setup position. In his setup position, that's actually not a very setup position.
But he's say, you know.
Thanks. Okay, in his setup position, that's better.
Oh.
Not really. Stand up. Relax. Whoa, what's that? That's how we set up.
We did not teach him this.
What's this?
That is my muscle on the back. Hey, do you want me?
Why don't you pull your chest through a little bit?
Okay.
Just
Just put me in the way you want me.
stand the top.
Oh, okay.
Stand the top
It's one of these videos.
Hands the top right up.
Yeah.
What chest? Sit into it. That's better. That's better.
So used to doing it bad.
Okay. So stand up and go into the setup. Okay, so let's go into the setup of our deadlift. Okay, so Chris's feet are just outside his hips. His hands come outside of his legs, so they're not going to get in the way of his knees when he comes down to his setup position. He's going to pull down his setup position from his chest through, keep his back nice and flat. He's got tension, let's come this side, in his hamstrings and his glutes. Notice he's not sitting into this like it's set up with clean. Just set up like you would clean for me, okay? A little bit deeper into it. In the clean, he's going to sit down into a little bit more, okay? But with the deadlift, we need to be sitting up a little bit higher, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes a lot more, keeping the weight on the heels in our setup position, okay? Because this is the main driving force for our deadlift. As he stands that bar up, he's going to initiate that drive through a good, effective leg drive, bringing that bar straight to his hip. Come back down a minute. The most common mistake we see is putting the bar around the knees, okay? So what Chris is going to demonstrate here is keep his knees too far in front, and he's going to pull around those knees. Do it enough for me now. Good, and put in to full extension. So Mike is now going to come around to the side so you can see that from a better angle. I will move around this way. So Chris is now going to go back down again. And notice now in the setup, show a good setup for me. In this setup here, he's going to execute a good deadlift where the knees come back and out and that bar comes straight up to full, when he stands to full extension. Perfect. The bar stays in midline the whole time. Just drop the bar, relax. Okay, cool. Now what Chris is going to demonstrate for us is a core deadlift where the knees come in front and he pulls that bar around the knees. Sound really bad, really bad. Yeah, good. We can see there it pulls around the knees and that bar comes away from our central line. So the biggest mistake, or the biggest effect we see from this mistake is where we pull around the knees and all of a sudden the back takes all of the brunt of the load and it pulls us into a round position and the chest comes down. So Chris is now going to demonstrate this for us where the back rounds due to the bar coming around, and when he gets above that knee he'll end up wrenching that bar to his hip as opposed to standing into a natural full extension. So he pulls around the knees and all of a sudden just starts wrenching through the hip. It's very poor pull. And relax. The last thing we're going to go through here is making sure, just stand up now, Chris. When Chris stands up, he stands up as one unit. Far too often we see people almost perform a twerk, they shoot their butt up and then all of a sudden their chest is down and they pull through their back to get to full extension. Just demonstrate that for me, yeah? So Chris is now going to get set up, he's going to drive that bar, but his hips are going to go first, the Chest is now down, he's going to have to pull that chest. We can see the load in his lower back here to full extension. That is a very poor pull, and that is 95% of people that get this wrong will do this in their deadlift. This is the most common mistake we see. So just perform a good deadlift again, we need to make sure that when we set up, we pull to full extension by naturally extending, keeping the body as one unit and driving up as one unit. And relax there. That is our deadlift.